Hi, my name's Riah, and I wanted to talk today about what it's like to have a disease called gastroparesis. Now, I also have a disease called trigeminal neuralgia. I'll go and touch on that one first. Trigeminal neuralgia means that the trigeminal nerve that goes right here, it is kind of behind your ear and it branches down your face into three nerves: the first cranial nerve, the second cranial nerve, and the third cranial nerve on both sides. Trigeminal neuralgia means that the trigeminal nerve, which goes across your face, causes severe pain. Supposedly, it's the worst pain known to medical science. I, in July, had a craniotomy, brain surgery, to not cure trigeminal neuralgia, but it takes the symptoms away. So I have very little pain now from that. Every now and then I get a little bit, but I have very little. But I also battle gastroparesis. Gastroparesis means pretty much what paresis is: gastro and paresis, stomach, paresis, paralyzed. So it's a paralyzed stomach. And it means that you can't eat. Some people can eat, but in the worst stages, you can't eat. You get a feeding tube that goes into your small intestines, and you get fed by that. You get your fluid by that. You no longer drink or eat or take anything by mouth. So all my medications go in here. All of my food goes in here, and all of my fluid goes in here, except when I'm hooked up to an IV. Today I'm hooked up to an IV because this kinked up, so I haven't had any food from the tube in going on 4 days. I haven't been able to have my medication going on 4 days. I haven't had fluid going on 4 days. So I'm dehydrated. I'm a little bit malnourished. My fluid now goes through here. My medicine now goes through here. And they're waiting. There's a medicine called TPN, Total Parental Nutrition. And it can go in here. But because I have kidney disease, I lost a kidney and a half to a surgical procedure that I needed a few years back. So because I have kidney disease, they don't want to put TPN in my veins because it can harm your kidneys and your liver. So for now, I live on this and I live on this. And on Monday or Tuesday, which today is Saturday, you can see I'm in the hospital. I've been here since Wednesday. Monday or Tuesday, they're going to put a permanent tube in my belly. So I'll get a button that goes into my stomach and one that goes into my intestines, just like where this one goes. And the one that goes into my stomach is so that if my stomach blows up or swells or I get gas, I can open that tube and allow the gas to come out, or whatever acid or anything that is built up in there can come out. That's the G tube. The J tube will also be on that button, and it will go into my intestines, and it will allow me to be on a pump. And that pump, I don't see one on this pole, but that pump feeds me 24 hours a day, and it gives me fluid 24 hours a day. So I'm literally hooked up to a pump and a pole all the time. So now that you have the basics, I said it right the first time. Now that you have the basics of what happens, maybe when you see somebody that looks like me with a tube in, or maybe if you have a friend that says that they can't eat because they have something wrong with their stomach, you will understand that it is a severe medical condition. And not only can you get malnutrition and die from it, I'm in a group on Facebook that lost 53 people to this disease last year. So far this year, it is now March. This year, we've already lost 15. So it's a hard disease to live with. Some people commit suicide. Some people die because they're malnutrition and they're starving to death. So we do starve to death. We live in America and we starve to death. Not for lack of food, but because we can't digest and we can't handle the food. We also have a problem with muscle weakness. We're not always skinny. I'm not one of the skinny ones. Some people get down to 60 something pounds and they might look anorexic to you, but they're not. So you have to not walk up to somebody and say, hey, eat a cheeseburger, because that person may very well suffer from gastroparesis, and it's very hurtful. For somebody like me, I gained weight, and I gained up over 300 pounds. Not because I was eating too much, but because I was eating too little. I eat 2 or 3 bites, and I get nauseous or I feel full. Most times now, if I try to eat, I automatically throw up. So my body went into starvation mode, and it caused me to gain weight because my body held on to everything it possibly could, including my fat cells. So for me, I might look like I'm overweight because I overeat, when in fact, I actually may eat once a week or twice a week. Right now, I haven't eaten anything in 3 months. So I should be losing weight, right? But I haven't. I've gained weight. I've gained 5 pounds a month. So that's 15 pounds I've gained that I didn't need. From April to July of last year, I lost 45 pounds super quick. From July to December, I gained 65 pounds back. And it's not because I was eating, it's because I wasn't eating. So this disease is very confusing for people, but what I'm asking is, when you see people that are super skinny or super fat, you don't know what their situation is. I would just like you to hold your judgment and give them a little compassion, because maybe they have one of these in their belly and you can't see it. Or maybe they don't have one yet and they've stopped eating. Or maybe they have one of these and you can't see it. So your judgment needs to be held to bay and just have some humanity. We're all humans. We all have something going on. So just be kind and love people. Thank you.